other. So it was a bumpy road. There were arguments. We do
Hopefully y'all
argue.
can hear now.
Can you hear us
Can you hear
now?
now? I see green.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Green is good.
So why we didn't have it before?
I don't know. You ask what I don't have answers to.
That's very rude.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're back on that.
Moving on.
Yeah. So, we're just warning. It's a warning. And we're just trying to give the warning that, you should not rush into anything with anybody. Just take it easy. The having a relationship is already hard, period.
Y'all hear now?
The relationship is already hard. Okay. Then, and I'm just saying, on a one-on-one couples monogamy thing, it's already hard enough having to deal with two personalities. These two personalities trying to become echad, trying to become one, a plural oneness. You bring in the next person, please understand, polygyny is already, that's already going to be hard. So you're compiling the difficulties on starting too fast.
Yes.
And you have to understand, if it's not what you think it's going to be, you are going to be partly responsible for the heartbreak. And I'm not talking in a romantic way. I'm not talking about a love thing. I'm actually more so talking about the bitterness that comes with a heartbreak, with the breakup. If you go into this too fast, and it doesn't matter what side you're on, you go into this too fast and y'all end up breaking up, you have contributed to your own heartbreak, the heartbreak of this person, the heartbreak of that person, however many other persons are involved. Children. Oh, yeah. Sometimes with these breakups, there are children involved, and the children got to go their separate ways with their parents and all this kind of stuff. And so you just want to be aware. Yeah. You don't want to do that. Hey, my bestie's watching us on YouTube. Hey, one of them. What you doing? Why are you watching me? Why are you looking? I know I didn't get to talk to you the other day. Okay, but anyway, I get to talk to you. We should talk. We should talk about LOL. We've got two cameras going. We're gonna tell them real quick. We're not gonna fully try to catch up or anything like that. We're going live in two different places, and we were having a conversation. We was talking on the other video, but YouTube couldn't hear us, so we continued talking over here, which is in a Facebook group. And if y'all not in there, y'all didn't catch it, and we will have to catch y'all up a little bit to speed there. So yes, the crash and burn is terrible. It's terrible for all involved. It's terrible for everybody watching. It's a stain. And trust us, because we have been there, so we know. It's a stain on the community. It's hard. And, if you want to be good representatives of polygyny, and you want to be good advocates to polygyny and things like that, you want to be a little bit more responsible with your attempts at unification. We're trying to get with people and stuff like that. Okay. Yeah. So what else?
Another pitfall is continuing a relationship or situation where you see it's not happening, because let's just be real. Some people together for 15, 20 years without being married. And so you find yourself in the same position. You're with this person for however long, and this person still does not claim you or, treat you like a wife. You've already had sex with this person. You've given the most intimate parts of yourself with no guarantee of anything. And now I'm done. I don't want to have sex no more. I'm good. I done got all I wanted. And you're stuck. And you can't, you can't refill what was already given out. Yeah. And so now you're just moving on to the next. And then it happens again, and you're moving on to the next. And it's just like, at some point in time, you've just got to wise up and say, okay, commitment first. Commitment with security first. And then we can go ahead and, do the marriage thing, become one. Because in my opinion, you have sex with me, we go together.
Pretty much. And that's it.
Where's my key?
She's like, "Where's my key? Show me my room."
We're married now.
He's married now.
I's married
I've
now.
already told my mama.
Told my mama.
But see okay, so and if you're not doing that with the intimacies and everything, this goes back to her saying that you're making yourself common. So it's just like as it goes on, you just more and more common. You know, everybody know you. They have known you. The Bible say, "I knew that person." That's what that means. Yeah.
No matter where I go, that's what happens.
Yeah,
that's what happens. You got to make yourself more reserved.
Yeah.
Don't be too calm.
Pull it back. Don't allow yourself to be calm.
If it's worth it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't have to push so hard to make something that's supposed to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's better when it's organic. Anyway.
Yes, you should always put your best foot forward and be your authentic self. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, family shouldn't throw themselves at women, and women shouldn't throw themselves at families or men.
Yes.
We've all seen the results of that. Like, we already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just like watching the same saga over and over and over again. Yeah.
And it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. It's one of those things. We like we like to make the videos and stuff, but ultimately, it's almost like sometimes like what any of us say, it doesn't even matter. People gonna do what they gonna do.
People gonna do what they want.
They gonna watch it all, then they gonna go do whatever they want to do, and the crash and burn and all this kind of stuff.
And then they gonna be in the inbox and we're gonna have to tell them.
And say, what happened?
What happened?
Well,
another one. Let's get to the good one.
Oh boy.
Another one is thinking that giving your husband polygyny gonna stop him from cheating on you.
Oh no. No. If
it doesn't work like that.
If he's a cheater, he's probably still a cheater in polygyny.
He's still gonna cheat.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like if I just give him all right, he's been cheating on me. And so it's like, okay, all right, baby, I submit, you know, we can just do this polygyny thing. Now he cheating on y'all.
He cheating on y'all.
Polygyny doesn't fix infidelity. It does not.
Changed. That was it.
There is fidelity in polygyny, but polygyny does not fix infidelity. It does not change your dirtbag ass husband. Excuse my language. It does not change him. He's still a dirtbag. He was one yesterday. He's gonna be one tomorrow. Lord, let's pray for him. Bless him and his spirits, heavenly fathers.
Yes, I mean, because cheating is lying.
It's deception.
It's deception. It's betrayal of your agreement. I mean, what do you, when you think of literal cheating and you think of people playing cards, you know that person has an ace up their sleeve that you don't know about. He's following rules that you weren't aware of. You know, you didn't have any say in the rules, but it's like you didn't even have a rule book. He's got a whole different page in that rule book. That is what cheating is.
That is cheating.
And you know, it's not about sex or having other partners, and that's not the cheating. No. Cheating is the betrayal of the agreement that you have with that person. So if that's what he's been doing, polygyny is not going to solve that. She's absolutely right. It's not going to change anything. He can still keep doing it, and the day that he sees a sister that he wants, and maybe you and your co don't want that sister, please believe he will be in her DMs and direct message inbox. He'll be in her inbox and he will lie to you to go see her and all that kind of stuff. It happens. We've heard it before.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He need to go to work super early in the morning, but he's not at work though.
Cocab said he needs deliverance. I mean, he does need deliverance.
He needs deliverance.
There's something wrong there. Counseling, therapy, everything, because something inside is missing.
Yes.
In a cheater, and they got to like find out what it is. They should not deny that about themselves.
Another thing is coming into polygyny with the side chick mentality and moving like a side chick in polygyny.
Don't move like a side chick.
Don't do that.
There's no room for side chicks.
No room in the end. You know, women coming in here and they have their divisive ways, and you know, they want him all to themselves, so they gonna figure out how to get your ass out the marriage so they can have him all to self, or they gonna be the one that, remember what the sister was talking about, you know, she's super submissive because when her husband is complaining about the other wives, you know,
Oh, yeah.
she's there for him to have a shoulder to cry on, and you know,
So she liked that.
she likes that. Women out here, men out here, they will play on each other's fears and emotions, and they will use each other. And it's just like you just got to keep your head on straight and not get caught up in it, because there is so much going on. There's catfishing. People sending their representative. You know,
and that's what humans do. They send their representatives out first. It's just that you want to resemble the representative
please,
a little
just
bit.
Slightly.
Send your representative out and
Just
like
slightly.
look a little bit like
just slightly, you know. So
let the picture be 2 years old, not 20 years old.
Right.
That you put at.
Me put my 30-year-old up there.
Yeah, no,
I'm 38 years old.
Yeah, that's too far behind.
I had like 6 kids since then.
Oh my!
Not literally.
I was gonna say where they at, girl. It's them chickens over there.
Right. See, and just like the sister here said, I know a brother who said both women knowing about each other is no fun.
You'd have to find another woman that they didn't know about, because them knowing each other is no fun.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's just like, wow, you know, some men do not want harmony in their marriages and polygyny. They want the women to be at odds so that, like I said before, you know, she getting on my nerves. Let me come over here and come lay on you.
I know a man that kept his wives at odds. He did that on purpose. He already kept them separate, and he kept them at odds. And he said, he admitted that he does that. And he said he does that because that way they'll both lean on him. They won't lean on each other. They'll lean on him, and they'll want to talk to him, and et cetera, et cetera. But and so that kept them from even being friends, because he just caused so much trouble between them. Yeah.
That don't make no sense. But you know, that's just the way it is sometimes in these polygyny streets.
Yes.
Another one is, you say you pro polygyny, you want polygyny for your family, but no sister works out. None of them are good enough. You know, no, I just didn't like the way she organized the cabinet.
That's almost impossible.
No, I didn't like the way she pronounced the letter R. You know.
Like, well, did you hear how she pronounced the letter R? No,
stop. You know, so it becomes nothing works. You know, but she, you know, she's looking for the sisterhood. But in my opinion, sometimes when sisters are talking about, you know, I'm looking for a code so we can, you know, have sisterhood, that's code for I need to watch her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I need to be able to
to keep her close.
Yeah. Because if you do that, then you have control of the situation. Yes, you have control of the situation.
Or you'll be like, not Orly, what's the other one? April say, I chose you. And I brought you into my family. You're supposed to submit to me. See, in polygyny, there's no submission to another woman. No. The only submission is to your husband. And a lot of these sisters, they want polygyny because their husbands want it, because they've been sold this idea of this other woman being up under her.
Right. You're going to be the senior wife.
You the senior wife. You the baby wife.
Yeah. And you're going to do what the senior wife says.
Right. You know, you're going to fold that towel like the senior wife say, fold that towel. And you're not going to say nothing about it. Matter of fact, you're going, you know, dang near feed her breakfast in bed, because you need to be thankful that she allowed you. She allowed you to come into this family.
Will this stay if I have to go check it? They're going to stay right there. It's not going to go nowhere.
You see how she do that?
Hang on. I got to check an email right quick. I do. It's important.
I know. They can still see it.
Okay, good. Because now he's telling me he sent it to me.
Okay, good. We still working.
Yeah.
We working all the time.
So it's not to me. It's not to him. It is to me.
Right.
It's just, so, okay.
All
right. Keep talking.
Okay, so you know, coming into the polygyny, you know, you want polygyny because you've been sold that polygyny will give you a babysitter. Polygyny will give you an extra income. Polygyny will give you all of these different things, when truly you're supposed to be looking for polygyny, or your husband is supposed to be looking for polygyny because he wants another wife.
Right.
End that period. He shouldn't care if you can mow a lawn straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your station as a wife shouldn't just be dependent upon, you know, this thing where they say what you bring to the table.
Right.
The only thing, in my opinion, you need to bring to the table is cooperation and patience.
Right.
The rest can fit in there.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't like seeing that.
I spoke to a sister. She didn't really want polygyny.
Uh-huh.
Her husband wanted polygyny, and she hit me up. She's like, "Yeah, I'm down with it now." Oh, you are? Yes, absolutely, I'm down with it. And oh, you see it? I'm down with it. It has to be completed
By
by
tomorrow.
because he didn't send it until late.
Wow.
Let me see
1
if I can.
o'clock?
Do I have to schedule something?
No, he can
needs, just go.
Yes, he needs to be
Okay.
there tomorrow
All right, cool.
by
babes.
1 o'clock.
By 1 o'clock. So I mean, he got to go in the morning. What time they open? As we gotta find
Yeah,
out.
let's find out what time they open.
We have hours
Let's
on
see.
here.
Sorry,
Working. Hang on.
So another thing. Oh, okay. So you can talk about the sister. If you
Oh
can.
yes. You know, she's so happy that she's gonna be in polygyny now, and she agrees with it. Why? Because her husband has told her that this lady's gonna come in as a servant, quote unquote, a slave wife. You know what I mean? And I told her, I was like, sis, that's not exactly how it goes. And you know, I was like, I really don't think that she's gonna be coming in there to listen to you and do what you want, things like that. I think you guys are confused. Like that's not our type of polygyny. And I'm saying it like that, but you know, it's one of these things. That's a very Asian view. Have big mother, big wife. The first wife
say
is
it's
the big
Asian
mother, the big wife.
and continental.
Yeah,
African.
Yeah.
Because when I've been in other groups that were more African polygyny centered, it was absolutely senior wife, baby wife, junior wife, and if the husband is not around, you are to submit to the senior wife. And you know, for us African American women, you know, that just well, I can't even say that for us. I don't think, you know, that's just not, you know,
it's not something that happens on in this realm. It just doesn't. And I warned her about that, and she just plain old told me. She said, if it's not gonna be like that, then I can't do it. I mean, you're talking about two females trying to get pregnant by him and have his son, because they just knew if they had his son, then they would be the ones. They would be the one to be the senior person.
Always in the video.
Yes,
child.
He's awake.
Does he need something? Okay.
Can you have Ariana to open that oven and check on the fish, please, darling?
We're having tuna steaks.
Tuna steaks.
Tuna steak.
Yum.
Tuna steak too quick.
No. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to do.
She doesn't want to eat tuna steaks. But in my opinion, she can have them that black oil.
Ask Ariana to check the oven for me.
Black oil sunflower seeds we got over there. She got chicken food.
The chicken food. So she just gonna eat the chicken food. Canopy. It's gonna fly. So we're outside.
And if this canopy start flying and hit that pool,
that's gonna be the end of this video.
You coming over? Look,
who's coming over? Come on, girl.
Come over.
She only around the corner.
Like literally around the corner down the street.
Obviously, we home.
So bring a swimsuit.
Bring a swimsuit.
We're going swimming.
Bring the girls.
So yes, you know, the senior wife, and they only want polygyny. What it really is a boss wife.
Yeah.
A woman that wants to dictate her husband's polygyny, so much so to where she threatens him. You know, some women will say, okay, I want polygyny. Yeah, all right, let's do it. And it gets real, and it's like, all right, I don't want it no more. You gonna have to leave her. I'm gonna leave with the kids and divorce you. Or my husband in the military, you know, he ain't supposed to be having outside marriages or affairs. So it's like, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so go read.
And so it's just like it's manipulation all the way around. You know, husbands manipulating wives, wives manipulating husbands, and then you got the incoming wife who wants to act or sit in the cut like, you know, she's good with the program, only for her to really be trying to usurp the position of the first wife.
Yeah, and I hate that one because I every time I want to tell myself that's not true, then I got to hear a story of a situation where it happened.
It's totally true. It happened.
It's ridiculous. You're not gonna usurp.
No,
not a secure union.
Not a secure union.
You have to make place. You have to make a place for yourself.
Maybe you can usurp if there's a weak man around.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. He's got to be weak,
right? For that to allow that. Pitfalls of polygyny. What else? Is it your own jealousy?
Women with children coming into polygyny and feeling like that man can't talk or discipline your children.
Oh yeah, no, you can't do
You
that.
want him
either.
to house and feed your children, but he ain't got no rights to say nothing to your children. That's crazy. You should stay single or go back to their daddy.
Go back to their daddy, go back to your parents' house, wherever you're going. But when you join a man's household, and that's another thing, so that's another reason you don't just up and join up, because let's be honest, you might not like the way they discipline. You might not like the way he disciplines. You might find it very abusive, but you won't know that if you won't know that before if you just up
run on in there,
run and,
just
and join up. Heavens to Murgatroyd, don't do it.
Don't do that.
Have that conversation first and hold people accountable for their actions and hold them for what they told you before. You want to do that. So
getting women and or women coming into a vegan family.
Yeah.
Knowing she ain't vegan.
Look, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You know, or people getting into these marriages just for the sake of, for instance, you know, some sisters are like, you know, I don't accept polygyny, but I know this struggle, you know, will, you know, Allah will bless me for this struggle. You know, God will bless me, and you know, this is one of the ways I'm gonna get into heaven if I just hold out, you know, and take this abuse and the struggle. Let me tell you something. If that's how that goes, I don't know much.
You definitely won't find happiness.
You're gonna be miserable, and I don't think God wants you to be sitting up there miserable, depressed, about to kill yourself. Another thing, women, first wives, if you know damn well you don't want polygyny, be firm with it. You either stay or you leave.
Yeah.
But when y'all get to going trying to kill yourselves, jumping out of moving vehicles, and you know, he at his other wife house, so you call him talking about I done took 17, you know, sleeping pills, you know.
You want to go night?
That is mental illness, and that needs to be talked about. And that's another thing. If you know you damn bipolar or schizophrenic, or
take your man,
or have had a horrible childhood, or you've had trauma, you need to discuss that. You need to talk about that, because not everybody is built to deal with a woman that has had that type of trauma.
This is true. Make that clear, right?
Make it clear. Hey, brother, let me tell you. I make it very clear, brother. Listen, let me tell you. I'm from the streets, and boy, oh boy. So yeah, you may need a little patience with me, because you know I'm a little crazy. But that's just how it is. Sometimes we take baggage from our previous relationships unknowingly into these marriages, and wonder why we have so much chaos.
Yeah. If you had less baggage, if a person have less baggage, it might make it easier.
Man, I'm scared of people without baggage.
With no baggage, no,
I'm scared. You need to know what adversity is like. You need to be able to, you know, if stuff get rough, can you thug it out?
Can you just read the book and just start, you know, from books?
Which ones?
Books that talk about how to deal with adversity and conflict resolution.
Let me talk.
That's a fun.
Someone talked about conflict resolution today. Our version of conflict resolution is talking, and more talking about it some more. And again, you gonna talk.
Gonna keep talking.
Ain't no walking away from that talk. You blue in the face.
You can walk away. When you come back, we gonna talk
about it again.
We're gonna keep talking.
So that
oh my goodness.
So that is how we deal with, you know, conflict over here. And
it's communication. We saying talk about it. It's communication.
Effectively. Be honest. I don't like that you did this. Yep. It made me feel that way.
Try to find your common ground.
Yes.
Yep.
Understand that you might have it wrong. It might be your perception of something, but it's flat out wrong.
Yep. And that's another reason to talk about it. Because there have been multiple times that both me, you, and him have thought a situation was one way.
Yep.
And if we had never asked, if we had never talked about it, we would have never known that it was actually another way. Really? So even if you feel in some kind of way about anything, you should open your mouth and say it. And then next thing you know, you're like, well, I didn't know that. No, that's not the opinion I had. That's not the perception I had.
I saw it, because perception is relative.
Yeah.
And it's relative to the person.
Yeah.
So talking about it. And if you don't talk about it, and if you want to sit there and and act like everything is all good, and all of a sudden now you've blown up because you don't know how to communicate, then that's a problem. So you need to talk about yourself. If something feels wrong, you need to address it with your husband and your family.
Everything. If you don't typically have insecurities,
Yeah,
and you suddenly have an insecure feeling, you need to stop what you're doing.
absolutely.
You need to discuss it with your husband. You need to analyze yourself.
Absolutely.
If you don't typically feel jealous and suddenly you feel some jealousy, you need to go and have a talk. Because those, if you're not talking, like once again, I'm saying we're talking about communication. If you're not talking about these things, those things are going to build up and y'all going to be broke up.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be broke up over things that y'all could have simply spoken about.
And it's so easy. It might not feel easy because for me, I came into my marriage not communicating. Never had to communicate.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
She just keep her madness.
Day 8.
Oh, please.
Day 19. I'm mad. I am not talking. But it ruined so many good moments that could have possibly happened because I'm mad because I don't know how to communicate. I swear, like, man, if I could really, like, man, y'all need to come over. We need to have a real talk.
Yeah.
I've had the struggles of the second wife in my own way. And she's had to see it from her point of view. Man.
I try to see it from your point of view. You know?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I be trying to see it from your
She do.
But she like that whole mad for days thing. Yo, yeah, it's not good. Mad for days.
Don't do that.
I can probably allow her to stay in her space for about 24 hours.
About that.
And I'm like, I'm gonna let her be reminded. I'm gonna let her be mad. She can be mad. It's fine. Those are feelings, right?
So she act like. Then you in the kitchen and she done thrown something.
Yeah. Why you not talking?
So you talking?
What's going on? Yeah. What's going on?
Go away from me.
Like I'm mad, and then I'm mad. I'm mad for a while.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it's nicer or something. I'm like, hi. I'm still gonna talk to you, even though you ain't talking to me. Cause see, my bestie that's tuning in over here.
Where's she at?
She's on there. She claimed she was on her way. I bet you not. Come on. You know where I live.
She's not coming.
Come on, bestie. Let's go. But she taught me a long time ago. Just she kill you with kindness. You be mad at her. Kill you with kindness. She gonna sit up here, and every time I would see her, hi, and I'm like, hi, I'm not talking to you. Mm-hmm. So I do her to some
pour me some water. She come take my cup. You want your water? Hello.
I hid your backpack.
You can't leave. Took my backpack.
Where'd you try to go? You can't go anywhere.
Can't go nowhere.
I took your backpack
and the keys.
And the keys.
So things just.
You have to ask for the keys.
The point is, you have to communicate.
Yeah, we want the communication. Absolutely.
Can't be mad.
It's better. So, what's another thing? Okay. All right. We still talking about pitfalls. I did want to address one of the emails that we got.
Go for it.
And
the sun kicking my butt.
It's hot outside.
It's kicking my butt.
Where we are, it's very, 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 very hot. And she got most of the sun.
And I can't put the misters on because
of the equipment out here. We can't do that. We turn on the misters, and that's the end of this broadcast.
I'm jump in that pool in about 3 minutes.
So this email, it's from our beloved YouTube follower, Kay Berry. Mm-hmm. And the only reason I'm saying this person's name is because the video, the question, the concerns, it's not personal. It's just it was long, and so he just didn't want it to be on the thing. So It's not personal at all. They are not in polygyny yet.
And it's so typical.
It's very, what they're talking about is very typical and very common, and it's not going to step on anybody's toes to discuss it. If it was anything that warranted confidentiality, I would not say it. But, big ups. This is his shout out to Kay Berry and Mrs. Berry. Shout out. Thanks for tuning in. But it was basically a situation of what is this first wife supposed to do when he's cuddling on the couch with the second wife watching a movie? It's ready? Go tell Ariana to take the foil.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. She sees second wife and husband cuddling on the couch, and she decide while we watching a movie, she decide that she actually wants to cuddle now, and she wants to know, how do you deal with that when both wives want to cuddle, and she's like she don't want to be the type to basically tell you to get your ass up. I want to cuddle now.
What's your response? I know my response.
My response is, if you're going to be in polygyny, you can't be selfish. That is my ultimate response. You can't be selfish like that. That is her husband too in that situation. And if that is a great concern of yours, if you can't understand the fact that you will have your cuddle time later, eventually he's gonna cuddle with you. Has he ever not cuddled with you? Has that ever not happened? And just be patient. Then you really should rethink this. But that's where the maturity comes in. You gotta be mature, and you have to be considerate. You have to understand it's their time. They're cuddling right now. You'll have your time. Maybe the next movie. Maybe if you feel like you never get it, maybe you should communicate that with your husband and say, I would like to cuddle. Y'all always cuddling. I would like to cuddle too. And maybe he can do some more balancing of the two and have a cuddle schedule.
Sounds good. Or
uh-oh.
He got two sides. You better get your narrative on that other side. It'll be like this.
Oh, honey. Oh, yes. This is
You better sit on the other side. Now, if it's three, y'all, I don't know what you're going to do. The man's only got like two sides. See? He in the middle. Because this is my side. He in the middle. You sitting there on that side watching TV, popcorn, sitting on this side, Facebook.
I just like to have me a whole couch by myself.
She want a whole damn
I'm trying to watch the movie. I do not want to cuddle.
No.
Y'all can cuddle. And I'm gonna sit over here and watch. Or I'm gonna Facebook.
Or she gonna watch Billie Holiday. Lena Horne and them.
Yeah.
She got a whole plate.
Ella Fitzgerald. All of them.
She doing her own thing over there.
Absolutely.
So
I zone out.
Yes. So selfishness, you've got to be, what's the word? Selfless.
You got to be selfless with your stuff, with your situation, with your time and everything.
Yeah. Now if y'all got separate houses, you ain't got to worry about that. You just got to understand that man has to figure that out.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is, what if both wives need him at the same time? What do you do then? Well, I doubt you're moving the refrigerator and she's moving, the big armoire. I doubt that's happening at the same time.
We're totally doing this at the exact same time. And I need help because the refrigerator is heavy.
So, in my opinion, he needs to attend to what is pressing, what is like more urgent. And, you just got to be catering. Like, okay, cool, you good. I'll wait. Yeah, but need both at the same time. What if your children need you at the same time?
You got two wives drowning. Which one you say?
No, why they got to be drowning?
You got two kids drowning. Which one you say? Oh! Oh, you gonna find it out then. Two kids drowning. Which one do you say?
You know what she gonna say?
Sophie's choice.
She gonna say, I'm gonna jump in with them.
We all gonna die. That's right.
Everybody's drowning.
Let's just jump in and drown. We're going to the other side together.
No.
I only got two arms. I can't.
Don't do it.
Good night, y'all.
Don't do it.
Yep. All right. It's hot.
Yes, I don't have any more for right now.
We don't have any more.
And it's hot. I'm, that glistening. You see that?
She glistening.
Let me.
What?
I don't know.
All right, y'all.
See y'all later. Send us any questions, comments.
Yeah, any questions, comments, message us.
thecowives@gmail.com. All right, I'm out. Oh, there she's in every video.
Please,
Oh, she needs some pain medicine. She has an ear infection.